and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country. Let's take a look at the headlines. Supreme Court continues hearing Aligarh Muslim University minority status case for the third day. Nawab Malik's interim bail in money laundering case extended by the Supreme Court for 6 months. Calcutta High Court bars coercive action against ED officials in Sandeshkhali raid FIR. Andhra Pradesh High Court grants bail to former CM N. Chandrababu Naidu in multiple cases. Now the headlines in detail. In the ongoing hearing in the case relating with the grant of minority status to the Aligarh Muslim University, a 7-judge bench of the Supreme Court headed by the Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and also comprising Justice Sanjeev Khanna, Justice Suryakant, Justice J.V. Pardiwala, Justice Dipankar Datta, Justice Manoj Mishra and Justice Satish Chandra Sharma continue to hear the arguments for the third day today. The court is revisiting the 2006 verdict delivered by the Allahabad High Court, which invalidated the minority status of AMU. The said verdict held that although AMU was established by a minority community, it was not administered or claimed to be administered by the minority community, thus not qualifying as a minority institution. Key arguments were presented by senior advocates Rajiv Dhawan and Kapil Sibal yesterday on behalf of the petitioners, that is the university. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal, representing the AMU Old Boys Association, emphasized the need to view the AMU Act of 1920 as a pre-constitutional legislation, while highlighting the historical context of AMU's establishment. Criticizing the Aziz Basha verdict of 1967, Sibal pointed out that the judgment interpreted Article 30 in a way that would defeat the purpose of setting up a minority institution. A significant deliberation revolves around the distinction between establishment and administration. The CJI noted the establishment refers to the founding movement, while administration requires continuity, emphasizing the need for the minority to have a presence in the managing body for the institution to maintain the minority character. The CJI also highlighted that the right guaranteed by virtue of Article 30 of the Constitution to the minorities granted them the choice to establish and administer educational institutions, and the mere inclusion of non-minority members in the administration does not dilute the minority character. Mr. Sibal continued with his arguments today and took the bench through the St. Stephen's versus University of Delhi judgment, which by a 4-1 majority upheld that the college was a minority educational institution and also laid out a dual test to examine whether an institution falls within the ambit of a minority institution. The court in the St. Stephen's judgment held that it was a minority-run institution established and administered by minorities. However, the Allahabad High Court's 2006 verdict categorically said that AMU is neither established nor administered by a minority. Mr. Sibal stated that between 1968 to 1981, there was a movement to protect the rights of AMU as a minority university. And then the Act of 1981 came, which made amendments redefining university and explicitly stating AMU as an institution established by the Muslims of India. Notably, this particular amendment was invalidated by the Allahabad High Court. In a recent development, the Supreme Court has extended the interim bail of former Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik by a period of 6 months in a money laundering case. The decision was made by a bench comprising Justice Bela M. Trivedi and Justice Pankaj Mithal, who extended the medical bail originally granted to Malik. The extension was granted after the Enforcement Directorate, represented by Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju, conveyed no objections to the prolongation of bail. The case against Malik alleges his links with underworld don Dawood Ibrahim and his sister Hasina Parkar, among other aides of Ibrahim. Enforcement Directorate alleges Malik conniving with the gang members of Ibrahim and usurping a property belonging to one Munira plumber in the Kurla area of Mumbai between 2003 to 2005, and also paying a sum of money to Parkar, which was ultimately used for terror funding. Malik was arrested in February 2022 in the money laundering case and approached the Supreme Court on July 13, 2023 after the Bombay High Court's refusal to grant him medical bail. The Apex Court, taking into account his health condition, granted him interim bail for 2 months in August last year. The court noted that his health has not seen any improvement and thus the extension was granted. The Calcutta High Court today issued a directive to bar any coercive actions against Enforcement Directorate officers named in the first information report stemming from a raid in Sandeshkhali. The incident unfolded when on January 5th, 3 ED officials were allegedly assaulted during a raid at the residence of Shah Jahan Sheikh in connection with suspected irregularities in the West Bengal ration system. The ED filed in the FIR in response to the assault on its officers. Additionally, a case was also registered against ED officials involved in the operation. Justice J. Sengupta presided over the case and directed that no coercive measures be taken against the ED officers in the matter. The Andhra Pradesh High Court granted bail to Telugu Desam party leader and former Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu in 3 cases, including the Inner Ring Road case, liquor case, and sand policy case. The Inner Ring Road case, dating back to May 2022, revolves around the suspected irregularities in the construction of the Inner Ring Road in Amravati. The liquor case pertains with granting permission to illegal liquor firms, while the sand mining scandal case was filed for passing the law without following due procedure. Notably, this bail order follows a previous instance in November last year, when the High Court allowed Naidu interim bail in the skill development scam case. The former CM in that particular case had spent 53 days in judicial custody. Apart from the skill development scam, Naidu is also implicated in the FiberNet scam case, which involves alleged tender manipulation in the Andhra Pradesh FiberNet project. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.